This video is now going to show you how to create a proper orthogonal drawing, and to just give you some idea of that, I'll show you an example. So this is for a frame, and that is an orthogonal drawing just there. So it's got your front, top and side view. You'll see that everything is in line. The views aren't all over the page. It's kind of like forms like an L shape. And this is a proper technical drawing. It's the kind of drawing that you take into your workshop while you're making the project to help you, know the sizes of your timber and what joint goes where. And it just gives you the information that you need to construct your project. So it's a very important drawing. And as you can see, it's got dimensions and also annotations to help the person making the project understand what they need to do. So we're going to create this in Layout. To get started, we'll just open a new document, and you should have, from our previous video, a file that you can use under Recent. But if not, I'll just quickly show you again. You go to New, you need to scroll down to A4 Landscape with the title block at the bottom, like this one. And when you choose it, you need to make sure you go to Preferences and you select everything, A4, your grid, your scale, 1 to 10, or 1 to 5, all of those things. And once you have it saved, you just can obviously keep rewriting over it. But I am going to use a previous one that I've made. So I'm just going to click on this, Intricate Frame Ortho, choose that template. Because I don't need this and I've already saved it, I'm going to delete all these, and I'll delete the title blocks as well. And I'm going to show you how, actually, I might leave the views there so we can understand what we're drawing when we're drawing it. And I'll delete these. So from here we're going to start drawing in our frame. Now you should always have SketchUp open, because you're going to need this and the measuring tool to measure the sizes that you've drawn your project to, because you're going to transfer these measurements onto your orthogonal drawing. So you always have to have SketchUp open and the drawing open. The measuring tool is important. So the first thing, we'll focus on this portrait frame here, and with our measuring tape we're going to measure our length. So you can see there that it's 274 millimeters. Now if we had to draw 274 millimeters, it would be bigger than an A4 page. So we have to draw to a scale. And in Layout, even though I'll show you, I'm going to go to Preferences, and I've got it on a scale to 1 to 10, which is probably for bigger furniture like tables and chairs. But because I'm drawing a picture frame, I'm going to go a bit bigger, and that's a scale of 1 to 5. So even though I have that selected, and I've done this numerous times, I don't know why, but when I go to draw something, so I've put it on the scale, I'm going to draw to 274. It just draws that line off the page. So I don't know why it's selected as a scale, but I just find it doesn't draw that. So we're not going to let that deter us, and I have found another way. It just means that you have to work out the scale yourself. So we know that first line is 274. We always start the front view down in the bottom left-hand corner. So to do that 274 line, we need to work to a scale, and to do that we need our calculator. So you simply just type in your calculator 274 divided by 5, and that will give you a measurement of 54.8. And that's the line that you need to draw. 54.8, enter. That's the line that you need to draw to start the view of your frame. We'll go back down to SketchUp and get our measuring tool, measure the width. And you can see there that that is 22.4. So we go back to Layout and get our line tool. We can start, but then go back to our calculator. 224 divided by 5 equals 44.8. And then we can simply finish off that rectangle. See those construction lines, they really help you. So you can see that we've started the outline of that frame. Now the next thing we need to do is we're going to actually, there's a different way I have to show you. There's no offset tool in Layout. So we're going to pick up our measuring tape, and we know that this measurement here is, well, the width of that timber is 70. So going back to layout, we can't do an offset in here. I've tried to find it and it's not there. So there's another way we have to do it. So we get our line tool and we're going to draw another line on top of this one, and we're trying to draw that measurement of 70 mil. So 70 divided by 5 equals 14. So along that line we want 14. Okay, see how it's made a point there for us? We want to put that all the way to the other side. Okay, just escape to get out to do a new line. 14. Okay. Now doing the same up this way, 14. And here. Okay. Now, if we go and delete or try and delete the lines that we don't need, it deletes lots of the lines selected. So I've worked out a way to get around that. It's this tool here. It's called like a split tool. It's like a little scalpel, I guess, or a Stanley knife. It's called the split tool. So you pick up that and you draw exactly the line on the line that you want to remove. So we pretty much, actually before we get there, we need to draw in our mitre. So we know that our mitre is directly 45, and that's 90 and 90 there. So we can do a 45 degree there. And we can do a 45 degree here. And in this corner. Okay. And then picking up our scalpel tool, we want this line deleted. And this line deleted. This line. And I'll just show you when you go and delete that, it will allow you to do it. So if you go and try and do this one, it takes off that whole line for some reason. So you have to use that split tool to split up the lines that you want deleted. So just go and clean that up. I did that one. Okay, sometimes it'll take that other line away. You can just simply go back with the line tool and finish that off so that it is accurate. Don't know why that's not. Okay, that line should be straight, so I can go back and check what's happened there. But at least you get the idea of that starting to look like our project there. So I'm going to stop it here because the videos get quite long. In the next video I will show you how to add in your dimensions and some annotations and fill in the title block.